Hey guys, welcome to Red's Projects. Today, we're working on the old XG Ute once again. So last episode you would have seen, got the LS1 sitting in there nicely. So next piece of the puzzle, we'll bring the Powerglide in and bolt her up, see where this cross member ends up and see what I have to do to make it work. So I'll quickly go grab that from the other shed. All right, so here's my Powerglide. And it's definitely one of the cheapest ways to go. This thing only cost me 300 bucks. But it's probably one of the worst ones to start with. This is a 6-cylinder Powerglide out of an early Holden, like a HR or something like that. And on the 6-cylinder models, they have a bolt-on bell housing, so that's why it's not on there. These things have got the weak 182 first gear planetary, which I'm really worried about. Most people say they're good for 400 or 500 horsepower, and some people say they beat on them for years and they're fine. Other people say they smash them instantly, so I'm a little worried about that. Like, it'll be fine NA, just driving around the road and that, but if I take it to the drags with good tyres and with nitrous and everything, I'm worried I'm just going to smash it and have to call a tow truck to get home. So that kind of worries me, and if I have to put a planetary in it, it's going to blow the budget out, the whole 10 grand, 10-second thing. So we'll see how we go with this. I'm going to worry about rebuilding this in the new year. I just want to get it in there, mock it up, do other stuff, and then pull this out and then worry about this as a whole separate thing. So I'll quickly get the bell housing, bolt it on, and we'll get it up in there. That's it. Alright, bell housing's on. I had to quickly grind down the starter motor a little bit. It's a little bit tight here. I'll show you that. So, just here I had to grind it down just a little bit because it was just touching it. So, I prefer to grind down the cheap starter motor than to grind down the expensive bell housing. So I'll put it up on the jack and get this bad boy in there. Alright, I had my wheat bix this morning, so easy. This thing is so much lighter than the 4-speed that we took out of this thing the other day. Like, me and Ryan struggled with the 4-speed, and this thing I can lift by myself. Like, it hasn't got a converter, so it is going to be lighter, but the whole box itself is a lot lighter. It's awesome. So give me a minute or two, I'll strap this down, get this set up and slide it in. Okay. It's one side. Oh no, pretty good. Alright, so I need to find some bolts to put that on, so we'll take 5, bolt that up and work out the cross member. Alright, so I couldn't find any bolts, so I'm just going to use the 2 that were in the bottom of this just to set it up, and next time I'm out I'll get some. But it looks like it'll be pretty close. These got big slotted holes, so if I move it as far back as it can go and move the cross member as far forward as it can go, it might just line up and I might not have to make anything. Okay, so that's as far back as it goes. See, our cross member kind of has some slots, and I could probably make them bigger if I wanted to. And there's 2 pairs of holes. So originally it was in the back pair, but I put it in the front pair to move it forward a little bit. It's pretty damn close. Let's lower it down. It's going to be easy, I think. Okay, it's got the mount sitting on the cross member. It is a little bit forward, but like I said, if I slot these holes some more, move it forward just a little bit. I should be able to drill 2 holes in the front of this and that will bolt up. My angle, let's have a look. So the other setup, the angle was about 3 degrees down. This is right about 5 degrees. So it can come up a little bit, as long as I got room for the pinion on the floor. I can put little packers underneath there and just space it up a little bit, but I'm pretty happy with that. Tail shaft looks like it's going to be pretty much the same length as the factory one. You can see where the unis were here, so it's probably about that much longer. So that's good. But yeah, look at all this, look at all the space. Like, so much room compared to how it was. It's awesome. So another thing that's interesting, the front of the car still sitting up a long way. All right, I've been messing around for a little while now. I strapped the front of the car down so that it sits pretty level. It's not high in the front like it was before. And I've just been playing around with getting the gearbox level right. So this was about 2 or 3 degrees before. And it's right on 3 there. So that's spot on. So you want kind of the same 2 to 3 here as well. And I think I've just about got that. Yeah, that's like 3.5-ish. 3 to 4 anyway. So to get it there, I've used a packer here. So either I'll make up a spacer to go here, or if you look, it's almost in line across this way. So I might make a flat cross member as well, just to try out. Just as long as I don't run into clearance issues with the tail shaft and the floor. It all sits a bit nicer with the packer in here. So I'll leave it like that for now. I'll assume my exhaust and stuff, it's going to be about that height. So I'll leave that for now. I'll decide whether I'm going to use that cross member or just make a flat one that will work. Okay, a couple of days later, I just thought I'd share with you guys the outcome, the cross member. I ended up doing it the easy way. I used the forward cross member, just drilled 2 holes in it, and then spaced it up with some alloy strap. So I just made some shims up out of this 3mm 3x40 strap. I used 4 of them, so we're up 12mm, and that gave the best compromise between floor to tail shaft clearance and driveline angle. So this output shaft is at about 3 or 4 degrees, which is spot on. So I'm very happy about that, but it's all bolted in 100% now, so I can start on my exhaust. Yeah, other than that, I might start taking off some of these mud flaps and crap. Get that out, get the old exhaust out the way, just to make room. So there's heaps of these mud flaps, so maybe I'll spend a few minutes, get all these out the way, and just pull some unnecessary weight off. Yep, that. Yes, look at that. Holy crap. What a mission. Alright, that was a bit of a mission. Managed to get the exhaust off without cutting it. Normally these slip joins can be a pain. People will tighten them up too much and it will pinch the pipe, make it really hard to get apart, but this one came apart. That's good because I got a mate that might want this tailpipe section for his ute, so I didn't want to cut it. This muffler I might reuse in an attempt to shut this thing up. So I've got 2 stainless Magnaflow like mufflers I'm going to run, one for each bank, and then maybe go over the diff, join them together and run this one to quieten it up some more, and then I can just drop that back section off when I want to race it. Then the GoPro went flat, so while it was charging I took all the extra mud flaps off, so it's a bit more roomy under here now. And now when I put it on a 2-post hoist I can actually lift it from the rail properly, so that's great. Alright, check this out. Have a look how much space I have back here. I can get to all the bell housing bolts from the top here. There's just so much room. Like, if it wasn't for the sump where the hump is, you could move the engine back like another 50 mil at least. So it's awesome. I got so much room there. It's just such a good fit, especially with that little Powerglide. So that pretty much wraps it up for today. Got a heap of cleaning up to do as usual. What I would like to do tomorrow, later in the week, something like that, I want to get the scales out and weigh a bunch of this stuff that's come off the car. So I've got a bumper bar, so I can compare how heavy the bull bar is compared to the bumper. Bash plates, all those stupid mud flaps, sway bar, all that sort of stuff, and just kind of work out the bulk of the weight I've taken off this thing already. It'd be nice to try and weigh the auto as well, like the Powerglide versus the old 4-speed. And obviously it'd be really good to weigh the motors and compare them, but that might be a bit tricky. So yeah, maybe next episode will be just weighing stuff. Nothing exciting is going to be happening for a little while. I've got a lot of little shit to do. And then after that, probably the exhaust. I'll start making the exhaust up, which will be fun and entertaining. So that does it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.